Sweet. Well, my name is Ben. I go by Right Hand Son because there's a famous Ben Lee, and you know I plan on getting famous one day, so run into that issue. But yeah, thank you so much for having us. Thanks, Kevin or Delora, for playing, and yeah, and asking me to play on this with you. So just happy to get out and play some music. This first one I'm gonna play is inspired by a Wendell book called Think Little. So when you know, all the things, some stuff Kevin was talking about, things that just seem so daunting, it's like, well, sometimes you just gotta see it different and think little about it. So. The white lines, the suits and ties are getting harder to bear. The blowing smoke, it's all the joke. Does anybody care? Yes, it's all a mess, but don't get depressed. Don't give in to the fear. Words are the widest in the test of time, so listen here. You gotta think little. You gotta go against the grain. Think little. The solution is so plain. Think little. That's how you break the frame. Think little. Think little. Sometimes our weak find it hard to sleep. Can't they see what's at stake? But let's be real, I'm just a cog in the wheel. What difference can I make? Well, don't sell yourself, you're worth more than wealth. Gotta look to what we know. Little deeds are what we need. Kingdoms come and kingdoms go. So, you gotta think little. It's such a simple plan. Think little. Forget the wagon, join the band. Think little. These little actions are grand. Think little. Think little. Well, claims that big ideas are where it's at, but all hope is lost when they fall flat. Start thinking little and you'll see the light. A little idea will make it all alright. Yes, if you have not read anything by Wendell Berry, it's all good. So, everything. Yeah, I planned this next song. I was like, oh, it kind of goes because it's actually about when I'm big. You know, you think little, but you can keep getting bigger. I actually wrote this song because my son would always be like, you know, how old do I have to be to do that? He's like, when I'm 11, right? Like he just picked 11 was like an age, and he's like, when I'm 11, I can have a knife. When I'm 11, like I can go whatever. I'm like, yeah, when you're 11, we'll cross that bridge. And then it might become another age. But I just thought about like, oh, when I'm big, like I'm gonna be like this, or when I'm big, I can do these things, and so it's kind of a play on that. When I'm big, I'll be strong, and my hands will know right from wrong, and they will ever act accordingly. When I'm big, I'll be smart, and my words will reflect my heart, and my tongue will ever truthfully. when I'm big no more. I won't just listen to those rumors of war. I'll stand up and take responsibility. And when I'm big, I'll be wise, and I'll discern the pain in others' eyes, and my actions will be loving. When I'm big, I'll be changed. Until then, I'll have to wait. But I'll know my waiting is not in vain. When I'm big, when I'm big, when I'm big. Yeah, so a lot of these are somewhat newer. I like to think they're newer, but then I like look back on my phone where I've just like had rough recordings. I'm like, wow, that was a year ago. That went by really fast. So a lot of these.
Brand new song.
Yeah, brand new, brand new. It's not recorded, it's brand new. So, but yeah, I do have CDs. I'm gonna play a couple off of one of them. So, but the ones you've heard so far are not on anything. So, this next one is on Instagram, so maybe that counts. But yeah, I also, like Kevin, I have a love-hate relationship with Instagram. It's like, I'll go to play a show or something, like, oh yeah, I should probably put this out somewhere. So then I re-download Instagram, put it on there. After a week, I'm like, I need to get rid of this thing. But yeah, this is called Life I Never Had. There you go. Actually, mix it up. Nice. Let's go for a ride. The stars all around and the moon shining bright. We could talk about you, what's on your mind. You could tell me how nothing ever works out right, and how it's such a drag. We could live a life we never had. Live life we never had. Let's get away, away from all the damn lights and meaningless days. We could work with our hands, we could take the time, we could do what we love, quit practicing dying. It doesn't have to be this sad. We can live a life we never had. We can live a life we never had. Let's start tonight. Quit making excuses and end our flight. We could go on wondering how things could be, but if you just keep talking, talk is all we'll see. And that'd be too bad. Wanna live a life I never had. Wanna live a life I never had. laid out like a pad. Gonna live a life I never had. Gonna live a life I never had. Thank you. This next one is on a CD I put out in 2020 in the midst of all the noise. Yeah, it's called Lost and Found's a CD. I was really happy with it. I recorded with a student at ODU. I recorded it in February of 2020, and I was like, okay, cool, yeah, let's like get it all together. And then he went home from spring break, and he was a little sick before, so he wasn't able to work. I went home for spring break, didn't come back until the following like August or something. So it was like most of that year I was like, maybe something will happen, or maybe it's lost forever. I don't know, but it came together in the end. Yeah, Lost and Found, and I'm really happy with the CD. I got some tonight if you are interested, or it's on yeah, any streaming thing, Amazon, Spotify, that's the one. Yeah, but this is called Waiting on the Light.
Just waiting on the light.
Sometimes you get self-conscious. I'm like, man, I say "Waiting on the Light" a lot in that song.
Makes it very easy to sing along.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Okay. Yeah, this song's also on the CD too. It's called "Joy Killer." Yeah, just a reflection of the whole album. Is kind of it's not necessarily a concept album. It's just a lot of songs I wrote in one period of time kind of flowed together, so I felt like I put them somewhat in the story form of, and that's why I called it Lost and Found, of getting older and figuring out, man, like I don't have the joy I had when I was a kid. Why is that? You know, how can I change my perspective and have joy again, choosing joy, kind of. So this is kind of reflection on that. When you're young, you believe it all. Then you grow up to think every tale's told. Your mind becomes a fine-tuned machine, made to kill all the joy of wondering. But remember when the stars were made of pixie dust, and the birds used to sing their songs for us. Well, now we find we're playing different games, trying to buy ourselves a better way. Till the things we own go on, then we throw them away and want what we're told. But remember when the river used to wash away our cares, and flowers used to decorate your hair. Don't give in, you gotta fight. Start some living and quit this dying. Have you lost all your hope, or you tired of trying? When you're young, you believe it all. Thank you. Yeah, this song is, I had a phase, I say more recently, but in the last few years with kids, and just, like Kevin said, it's like, music is my therapy, or at least an outlet of like, okay, this is what's going on in my life, like I'm gonna write a song about it because I'm entrenched in it. And so this song was somewhat more recent, and just like being a parent, or my relationship with my wife, and then being a parent is part of it as well. So it's called "Life is a Peach." I was eating a peach, and the juice ran down my cheeks. I was feeling high and free, with her next to me. I said, life is like a peach. You eat and eat and eat, but you never feel complete. It's always out of reach. And she said, man, that's deep. And the depths I might never see, but life can be sweet if if you let it be. And she kissed me. We were running late, and I was growing irate. If there's one thing I hate, it's to be late. She was getting dressed without a single sign of stress, just putting me to the test. And man, I was a mess. She said, what's the big rush? 5 minutes late ain't much, and being with you is enough. Then she calmed me with a touch and kissed me. Now the kids won't sleep, and they shake me from my dreams. They make me feel so mean, but yeah, they're sweet. She said, I'm losing control. Just go and go and go. I can't get out of this hole or believe the things I know. And I said, this too shall pass, and we'll miss it when we look back. So let's enjoy where we're at, even if we're about to crack. And I kissed her. Yeah, I kissed her.
Very relatable.
Yeah. That's what I figure. If there's kids in the room, someone's gonna relate to this. This is another one about marriage. I mean, I don't feel like, it's not like our marriage was never like in a shaky place or anything, but just seeing other people close to me in hard spots and just reflecting more on my own marriage, and just like, man, we said we were gonna be in it, so we're in it. And this song is about that. We're gonna weather this storm, whatever wanting to. It's what you do when you tie the knot. And so what if ours has come a little loose? I said I love you till I'm dead, and I'm not. This house we own and all my things come to bear your name. I call the thoughts in my head my own, but I know that yours are just the same. And you love me because you're sweet. You love me despite the smell of my feet. You love me and all my faults. That's why I love you with all I got. Well, I'd rather be off fishing somewhere where my mind could be free. But you've convinced me that's just not fair, and there are people who want to spend their time with me. And you love me because you're sweet. You love me from behind clenched teeth. You love me and all my faults. That's why I love you with all I got. And all I got is this restless, weary soul. And all I am is a fraction of a whole. So take me as I am, and I'll love you the best I can. So when the time comes, I cannot look at you for some injustice you've done to me. I'll remember how we planted our love and admire how it's grown just like a tree. And I love you with my free will. I love you for more than a thrill. I love you and all your faults. So love me with all you got. Love me with all you got. come on and love me with all you got. This song is actually about our middle child, our first daughter, named Roy, and she's a special girl, just, you know, dancing naked, you know, all the wild things. So it's called Firecracker Girl. Arms spread wide, she thought she could fly. Give me a smile with a big black eye. She's gonna go until her lungs give out. Just a matter of time, but she's got no doubt she is my firecracker girl. When she gets angry, you better step aside. A wicked laugh and fiery eyes. But if you don't, well, you'll feel her force. May lose the battle, but she'll win the war. She is my firecracker girl. Firecracker girl. Stays curious all the time. Better have a reason, 'cause she'll ask you why. If you wanna know why she does what she does, her only answer is just because she is my firecracker girl. Firecracker girl. You wanna show, she's gonna give it to you. Make you feel things you never knew. You think you can, but you can't handle the truth. She is my firecracker girl. Firecracker girl. You wanna show, she's gonna give it to you. Make you feel things you never knew. You think you can, but you can't handle the truth. She is my firecracker girl. Firecracker girl. Yeah, she's here. Alright, this one was inspired by a license plate I saw. And our neighborhood just said "Old Fool," and I thought that's a good song there. And I was joking and told my dad I wrote it about him. He's like, "That's not funny. That's not funny." So it's not actually about my dad. I was told to grow up, so that's what I did. I got a job, found a wife, and had kids. Tried to teach them all that I knew. Well, it turns out I didn't have a clue. I thought I knew something, like I had something to prove. I thought I knew something. Turns out I'm an old fool. Well, I've read books and I've seen plays.
I've known love and thrown stones in hate. I've been lost ones I loved. There was a time I thought what I did was what I was, and I thought I knew something, like I had something to prove. I thought I knew something, turns out I'm an old fool. Old fool. Time has a way of revealing the truth. Oh, fool. It's a hard pill to swallow when it's said about you. On my porch, I reflect as I sit. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm hoping to prove an exception to the rule. I may be old, but I don't want to stay no fool. I thought I knew something, like I had something to prove. I thought I knew something, yeah, I was an old fool. I thought I knew something, now I've got nothing to prove. I thought I knew something, yeah, I was a real fool.
Yep, just two more. This one is inspired by Peter from the Bible.
I was walking on the water. The Savior reached out his hand, and I started sinking in that water. 'Cause if you don't believe, then you can't stand. If you don't believe, then you can't stand. I denied my Savior, just like my Savior said, and I wept bitterly, with his words still ringing in my head, his words still ringing in my head. And I saw my Savior waving to me from the shore. So I swam to my Savior, and now those doubts don't drown me no more. Now those doubts don't drown me no more.
Yep, I'm definitely inspired by biblical things, so that was that song. And then this is it's called "Leave a Light On For Me," and it just like kind of like a prodigal son type story. I think a lot about like my brother. I feel like is been wondering for a long time, and you know, you want to see him come home, and so I feel like he's also been inspiration for a lot of songs I write. Yeah, and then there's just a lot of lost people, and it's been cool reading the Bible with our son specifically, and
reading all the parables about the lost coin, the lost sheep, and you know how we celebrate if someone comes back. And it's like, yeah, it's good to be reminded of this. So hopefully the song is a reminder of that. I went wandering where the call of the night. I threw my money at whatever felt right. And I drank strong whiskey till I was blind. With tears in your eyes, everything shines. But leave a light on for me. Someday I'll make it home. Until then I must see just how far I can roam. I had women, more than a few. They made my heart sing when I was down blue. But love's a mirror, can't be deceived. It made my heart sick when I chose to leave. But leave a light on for me. Someday I'll make it home. Until then I must see how far I can make it alone. Pockets are empty and I've been beat. Hang my head down and sing songs of defeat. Sorely mistaken, sorrows I've seen. I am unworthy and I am unclean. But she left a light on for me. And got it good to feed home. It took me too long to see there's a joy in being known.
Thank you.